My son's friend William's coming. We're gonna go get a bite to eat. So, but I just wanted to make a quick live on this. Um, I know that everybody has their own opinions on this, so I just want to start off by saying this is my opinion. Okay, so this is not legal advice or financial advice or any type of other advice. It's entertainment purposes only. It is subject to my opinion. Okay, so let's be clear up front. Okay, Lou's channel is growing too fast. It's growing too fast. Something is rotten in Denmark. Something is rotten in Denmark. Okay, and I'm no rat. Okay, so I'll just leave it at that. But I think if YouTube started to actually put their eyes on Lou and all his activity and everything that's going on, I think that Lou would potentially not only be shut down, but potentially owe YouTube money. You know that people don't know this. This is another thing people don't know. If you make money fraudulently from YouTube, they have every right to sue you to get paid back. Because, like, I'll give you an example. If you're clicking on your own videos and you got fake accounts and fake bots, and that's how you're getting all your views, that's fraud. That's again, I'm not going to say I'm a lawyer. I'm just a subject, just to my opinion. Entertainment purposes only, subject to my opinion. But his channel is growing too quickly. It's growing too fast. And there's something not right. Because, all right, can we like analyze this? If Lou actually like said things that helped people, like his plays made money, none of his plays made, not only did his plays not make money, his plays have destroyed people's lives to the point where a lot of people have lost all their money, courtesy of Lou, okay? Clove, AMC, Sundial, RNVA. Even though GTII was a success, Lou said it was going to 100 and people started buying it high. Okay, everything. COSM with the CEO, everything Lou said. Bad Bath and Beyond. Everything that this guy says loses money. Like everything. Lou's batting 100%. 100% in terms of losing plays. Everything. I'm doing pretty well. People don't give me credit, but I'm kicking ass with that bot. I'm kicking ass with GameStop. People don't give me credit. I just started with NGL, but I feel very big things about that. But literally, the only stock that is red in my portfolio is AMC right now. That's it. My other three stocks are green, baby. So I don't know. Like, it's like everyone's always like thinking like Lou is like the guru. He's like the stock market guru. Every single play that Lou has mentioned was a failure. Every single one. And not just a little failure. I'm talking a gigantic failure. Like Lou said, GTII was going to 100 and went to like $1. Listen, gigantic failure. Gigantic failures. So the question that we have to ask ourselves, it's not like Lou, look, maybe if Lou had talents where like, like me, like I play piano, I do jokes, I do other things. Okay, so I can kind of understand why people would watch Lou then. Because like he would do other things, right? Music, jokes, food videos, but he doesn't do any of that stuff. Lou only shows every day $1 cup of a bodega coffee. That's all he shows. That's it. He doesn't show what he eats. He doesn't show. He doesn't. He's not really. I mean, once in a blue moon, he'll tell a joke that sucks. But he's really not a comedian. He has no talent in terms of music or in terms of anything, athletics, nothing. Okay, so I don't really understand why people watch this guy. Like, why are they watching him for? For maybe they're watching him because they want his short stocks. maybe, maybe they watch Lou because they want his short stocks. They're like, whatever he says, I'm gonna short it. It's the only thing I can think of that makes any sense because every single stock, every play that he's ever mentioned was a tremendous failure. Yet his channel is growing at a rapid pace. It's going constantly up in subscribers, constantly up in views. Something is definitely rotten in Denmark. And like I said, I'm not a rat. I'm not gonna rat Lou out. That's not Apefather doesn't do things like that. You know, I'm from Brooklyn, baby. I don't rat. I'm not a rat. But here's what I will tell you. Okay, YouTube tracks channels by the URL. You understand? So the URL that Lou previously had on his first channel is different than the URL he currently has on his new channel. Now, if you notice it, he doesn't spell out his channel's name on his URL, which he previously did. Previously did that. His new URL is like L, it's just the letters LVWS. That it's underscore behind the streets. So as far as YouTube is concerned, this is what I'm trying to educate all of you people. As far as YouTube is concerned, his URL is different than his original URL. Okay, so in other words, if he is doing, we're going to say alleged, okay, but if he is doing fraudulent shit, which is what he's done since he was born, okay, so if he is in some way cheating to get subs, cheating to get views, YouTube is not picking up on it yet. YouTube is not picking up on it yet because he has a different URL. Okay, so the thing is, thank you, brother. I love you, Tom. God bless you. Ow! The thing is that if I was a rat, which I'm not a rat, I don't rat. Okay, all you would basically have to do is contact YouTube, right, and be like, give them like his original URL, which I'm sure a lot of people like have, from his first channel, and then give the second, the more updated URL, and then YouTube would immediately probably shut his channel down, allegedly, because this guy, there's no way. Listen to me. It is physically impossible. Listen to me. It is physically impossible that Lou's channel is growing as fast as it's growing. It's impossible. It's impossible. Daniel Sam said it the best. Okay, he's using fake accounts. He's using bots. He's using all these multiple alt accounts. His channel should not be growing this fast. It is not possible. Do you all understand it? Okay. So everybody has this countdown. The final countdown of when Lou is going to pass me. Okay. So let's talk about that. If Lou passes me in views, which he probably will, because it's like he's on an unstoppable force, his friggin' channel keeps growing, even though this guy literally lost everybody on Earth money. Everybody lost money because of Lou, right? Of course, I'm exaggerating, but a lot of people lost money. So if he does pass me in views, the question that we have to ask ourselves is, did he do it in a fair manner? That's the thing. Okay, did he do it fairly? Now, there's going to be no way, unfortunately, that we could immediately find this out. There's no way. So the first assumption is going to be, yes, he passed you, and he did it fairly. That's just going to be the first natural reaction that everyone's going to have. But 6 months down the line, if his channel is shut down again, which I believe, in my opinion, it will be, okay, we will then come to the determination that it was not fair. So here's what I have to say to all of you haters and to everybody out there who are counting the days, like Dynamics and Logistics, like Vera, like Antonio Miranda, all the people that are counting the days for Lou to pass me in views. Here's what I have to say to you. Apefather is forever. Apefather is forever. Lou is temporary. That's it. So do you see the difference? Lou is temporary. Lou might have a temporary lead because he's doing, in my opinion, I'll say it's alleged, fraudulent shit, like he's always done. But at some point, his stink of his shit is going to be so profound and so smelly and so disgusting that Lou eventually always gets caught in his life. You understand? Lou, I like to call, like, that's why I always called Lou. I called him the short, like, that song by Stevie Wonder, Part-Time Lover? Lou's a short-term lover. Even with Jamal and Tyrone, it doesn't last too long, but he gets the job done. Lou's a short-term lover. So Lou, what I really believe that this is his strategy in his life. What Lou does, and he's smarter than Tony Montana of Scarface because he doesn't get greedy. He goes into a situation, he makes enough money where it lasts him for whatever time period he needs, and then normally he gets out. Now that's the thing. I don't know if he gets out because he's the one who's willingly shutting down his channel, or if he's getting down because YouTube is shutting down his channel. That I don't know. It's all alleged. It's a guess. I don't know. But this is what I do know. He gets in and he gets out. That's what he does. Okay, he makes his money, and I believe he's doing it fraudulently. Like he's doing it in a way he's not like people are not really watching Lou in the numbers that you think. I believe Lou probably has thousands and thousands of fake accounts that he creates. I believe that he clicks on his own videos. I believe that he subscribes to himself from fake made up accounts. This is what I believe. And I think do you notice how like he's always doing it at increments of 100? His channel keeps going up in increments of 100. Ready? It'll be like 13,000, 13,1, 13,2, 13,3, 13,4. Yeah, but like it's not like he's shooting up because Lou previously had over 80,000 subs. So it's not like his channel. Listen, this is where I would say maybe it's real. If Lou's channel went from 13,000 subs to 100,000 subs, like instantly, I would say to myself, something's happening. Like he's getting a lot of like a lot of people are watching this mother effer. But it always goes up in these small, tiny increments: 100 subs, 100 subs, 100 subs, 100 subs, and his views are always relatively the same: 4,000 views, 5,000 views, 2,000 views, 3,000 views. Or once in a blue moon, he might get that one that's 10,000. But he's not getting his videos are not getting like his older videos used to get 25,000, 30,000, 40,000 views. He's not getting tens of thousands of views anymore. So what I think his strategy is, and this is just me, I think his strategy is short-term lover. That's what we're gonna call Lou. Short-term dark meat lover is that he just goes in and he's trying to stay undetected. He's trying to stay under the radar. He's on his knees like he does for Tyrone and Jamal. He's always on his knees. He's trying to stay under the radar. And the point is to not get caught. That's it. So that's why he's keeping it very simple. 2,000 views of video, 4,000 views of video, 5,000 views of video. Every so often he ups the subs, 100 subs. And I'm just seeing this consistent like rise. And it's not possible. It's complete and utter friggin' impossible bullshit. But that's classic Lou. Huh? Yeah, I'm just gonna do a quick one, John. You said you want to give me head. What'd you say? Come here, come closer. My wife said she wants to give me a heads up. So what? Can you repeat that? What you just said? You just said something about head.
You didn't hear what I said?
I don't know. I heard head.
I wanted to give you a heads up.
You want my head to go up?
You're disgusting.
Anyway, I'm just playing with you. All right, yeah, I got it. Go downstairs. I'll see you in a little bit. So anyway, it's gonna be a short life. I'm not gonna keep. Look, I'm gonna talk about other things. I'm very very interested in MBot. I've been making a lot of videos on MBot. I really believe that MBot is the future. Um, this thing with NGL, I don't know if I'm gonna be long on this. Well, I'm just waiting to see what happens. I think they're gonna be really big. In terms of Nancy Pelosi, Mark Reed. I'm watching that one. I want to just see I want to see a big run with that. But I'm actually very long term. I'm long with MBot. Like MBot to me is not, a scout play. It's not an in and out play. It's a long term hold. GameStop kind of similar, not as long term as MBot, but I feel like GameStop has the potential to go above $80 a share. See, I got all of these things set up where I'm going to get my AMC money back and I'm going to make a major profit, even if AMC doesn't do guts. If AMC doesn't do shit, I got a plan B, I got a plan C, and I got a plan D. That's the way I roll, baby. I don't count everything. I don't put all my eggs in one basket. What's up, Johnny? How you doing, brother? Lou loves giving Tyrone and Jamal head. Absolutely, that he does. And I believe that. Remember, he said he was going to give all his money away to a special person, all his Boaz money. I think it was two special people that he was going to give the money to, Tyrone and Jamal. Man with the plan. Ow. So yeah, I mean, I'm just saying to all of you because Lou's channel has been growing rapidly. I feel he's cheating. And I was actually talking, me and John were talking about this. We were over the phone. You know, it's not possible what's happening with Lou. That's it. Listen, I'm telling all of you the bottom line. Every play that Lou has ever mentioned has failed. Lou has cost people so much effing money. Lou's worse than the IRS. He collect, the IRS takes all your money. Lou's worse. Lou loses people so much effing money. He's worse than a freaking casino. Listen to me. None of Lou's plays have made money. Why is he so popular? Why is he so popular? Do you know how many people have contacted me that they want to sue Lou, that they want a class action suit against friggin' Lou? They got evidence. Do you know? I can name you hundreds and hundreds. I'm talking YouTubers, not even like friggin' regular people. YouTubers against friggin' Lou. Lou is a menace to society, okay? He's a criminal. He's a fraud. There is no way he is doing this good on YouTube. It is not possible. And I believe in a short period of time, his second channel will be vaporized. That's it. That's just what I feel. See, he's trying to be clever. He's on his knees. He's trying to keep under the radar. All right? Just like he's on his hands and knees with Tyrone and Jamal. Jimmy Shill. Lou was worse than Jimmy and Jim Cramer, yeah. You know what the funny thing about Lou is that he does things in a way where he tricks the uneducated. You understand? He tricks the uneducated. He'll buy like one share of AMC, right? Okay. He'll write a letter, and he'll get his name on that list or whatever it is. He purposely does things, but do you know that Lou never shows real evidence? Not like the Apefather. Not like the Apefather. I put over $200,000 in AMC. See, you have to understand the difference between me and Lou. What Lou does is like he's like a magician. Okay, Lou is like a magician. It's like the friggin' rabbit comes out of the hat. That's Lou. Lou's a trickster. Okay, so what he does is he gives the illusion. He gives the illusion that he's an AMC holder. He gives the illusion that he's one of us, but he's not. I don't give the illusion. I friggin' blatantly show you the actual real evidence. Everything I've ever done was transparent, was real. Everything that Lou does is like the magician. It's like the magic trick. It's like the magic trick. He's got he's got the magic plan, the magic stick, Tyrone's magic stick, the dark meat magic. He's got the magic stick between his lick and his, I don't want to say what else. You can figure out the rest of the rhyme. But the point is that he tricks everybody. He's a trickster, okay? And I just think at some point, now you might say, why do you care so much about Lou? Lou is a person costing people a lot of money. And believe it or not, he cost me money. And I don't like people who trick people. I don't like con artists. I don't like people who are fraudsters, especially that this mother effer is capitalizing. He's capitalizing on it. Like he's making money on YouTube while other people are losing money. And I think that's fucking wrong. Now, you may disagree. You may think, because everybody keeps saying, we're tired of hearing you talk about Lou. We're tired of hearing you rip apart Lou. Well, I'm not going to stop because, look, this mother effer is a piece of garbage. He's a piece of human trash. He's a Mama Luke. He's a Stunad. All right. He's taking this guy keeps coming out with things, okay, for his own benefit. That's it. Everything is for his own benefit. He doesn't give a rat's ass if you lose every single dollar you got to your name. He doesn't care if you lose your house. He doesn't care if you lose your car. He doesn't care if you lose all your money in your bank account. He just wants views. And he will say and do whatever he has to do to get views. Now, this goes back to a video I made before on like that guy. Lou reminds me a lot of that guy, Christoph Avelius. I don't know if you know him. He's a political YouTuber, okay? And he says anything to get views. Anything to get views. Donald Trump fell off a helicopter. He'll say this. Ivanka Trump, his daughter is dead. Jared Kushner is dead. Steve Bannon is dead. Everybody's dead. Everybody's dead. Mike Pence died. He'll say anything, right? Now, of course, you all understand that what I just said was not factual, was not the truth. I'm just making a point. It's for entertainment purposes only. This is what this guy, Christoph Avelius, does, okay? Now, there was this big thing on Jeremy, Renner, the great actor. They said that he died in some kind of an escalator. I don't know. I don't know what it was. I don't know, a big tragedy. I don't know. It's not true. It's not true. He's alive and well. But you see, it's people like Lou, it's people like Christoph Avelius and all these people. They're realizing that they can lie and make money. See, now, this is the thing with the Apefather, okay? What's up, Sancho? How you doing, brother? This is the thing with the Apefather. I could lie. I could lie, but I don't want to lie. You understand? I don't like lying. I just don't like it. I don't, I don't want to make money that way in my life. I don't want to be known as a liar. I don't want even, what's funny is that all these people keep saying I'm a liar. All these haters, every single day of my life, they call me the biggest liar. But the funny thing is I never lied one single time on YouTube. There's never one, matter of fact, I'm too transparent. I'm too transparent. I tell people everything about my life, about my wife's medical conditions, about my finances, about my family. I'm too transparent. And these haters, they actually still call me a liar. When it amazes me when Lou is the biggest liar. Christoph Avelius is the biggest liar. Though all of the fake news, I hate to say it, the whole media, Trump is right when he says that. Because it's true. It's like, how come they have the right to say that a celebrity dies, right? They have the right to say this. And then all they have to do after they make their millions and millions of dollars, between streaming, between people buying their publication, between advertising revenue, they make all this money. All they have to do is make a simple retraction. Isn't it? I want you to think about it. Isn't that nuts? Like they can make, like they could say something crazy. They say, the news will say Donald Trump's died. He's dead. He died. He fell off a helicopter. Okay, right? Now, of course, that's going to generate a lot of revenue. It's going to generate revenue in streaming, right? They're going to get a lot of ad revenue. It's going to generate revenue in terms of advertisers. It's going to generate revenue. People are going to buy the publications, right? Now, so after they make all of this money, all they have to say is, oh, that we made a mistake. We're making a retraction video. Donald Trump is alive and well. And I think that people like Lou and people like Christoph Avelius are starting to capitalize on this. That's it. Like Lou's the perfect example. Fake, connections. I know the top traders in the world, Hong Kong, London, Wall Street. I'm in contact with big, hedge funds. Corrupt banks are paying me multi-millions of dollars, to go against retail, but I won't go against retail. So Lou is very similar to all of this. Lou said he knows Melania Trump. Lou says he's on the phone with Gary Gensler. I'm just saying. And it's the same thing with this guy, Christoph Avelius. Now, I guess to a certain degree, I could do. Sometimes I do it as a joke, but I always make you know it's a joke. I always make you know it's a joke. Like that time when I said someone came to my house and knocked on my door, and they offered me the briefcase, remember, for $1 million. You know what's so funny is that everybody believed it. Friggin' Teddy Zane made a video on it. Strongman Personal Finance, really, $17 chicken wing finance. He made a video on it. Everybody was talking about it. They're like, can you believe that the Apefather turned down $1 million? It was a friggin' joke. It was a parody. I was just breaking loose balls because he said the same thing. But at least I eventually come out and tell you that it's bullshit. Lou never does that. Lou keeps the bullshit alive. That's what he does. So anyway, that's exactly what happens. And all they have to do is say is the opposite is the truth. I could probably be, you want to laugh? I could probably become the world's largest YouTuber doing this shit every day. And I think this is what Christopher Valius is doing. Like every day I could just say something insane. I could say anything. You know what I mean? I could say Sylvester Stallone, unfortunately, was taking steroids. His balls popped out, and he's dead. He's dead. Sylvester Stallone is dead from steroid use. Arnold Schwarzenegger is dead. He was with Stallone at the time that this happened. And I'll get like probably 100 million views, right? And then the next day I say it's all a joke. It was entertainment purposes only. Sylvester Stallone is alive and well. Arnold Schwarzenegger is alive and well. This is what all the news publications are doing. It's friggin' crazy. And the thing is, they're making a lot of money doing it. They're making a lot of money. You already do that every day. It's not working. How do I do that every day, Vera? See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying about these haters. These haters are so friggin' pathetic that they can never, ever just admit what reality is. Vera, I don't say people die every day. You friggin' moron. Tell me when I said that. When? Tell me when, Vera. Give me one example, you friggin' Mama Luke. These friggin' haters make so much shit up that I mean, it amazes me. It amazes me how they keep doing it. Like they just never stop. They just next thing they're gonna tell you is that I friggin' say that I don't know. What's the next thing you're gonna say? That Apefather is on his own private friggin' jet. I jumped off. I'm dead. They're gonna say Apefather's dead. They're all nuts. These people. I'm alive and well, Vera. I'm an Italian tank. I'm gonna live a long life. I got a strong heart, baby. I got great friggin' vitals. They drives them crazy. They're like, you don't got great vitals, you fat bastard. All you do is eat fattening food every day, but I'm a tank. I'm a tank! That's what you don't understand. You can't beat me, baby. Oh, man. I got to get going soon. I told you guys this can't be a long live. All the kids want to eat. They're starving. They need to eat all day. What's up there? Breed to Cool for you. That's a pretty cool name. What else did I want to talk about besides Louis loves Gluey? We talked about Mbot. I was talking to John Anito about the meet and greet, and I was telling him it doesn't matter to me who shows up. I told John, I said, even if we wind up having 2, 3, or 4 people there, which is July 29th, it's going to be at the Tropicana Hotel Casino. We're all meeting at Carmine's. We're going to actually be making videos, and we are going to show you that we're drinking Dom Perignon. We're going to be drinking Johnny Walker Blue. We're going to be eating porterhouse steaks, lasagna, manigord, eggplant parmesan. We're going to be living like royalty, and we're going to be living like kings. And you are all a bunch of idiots if you don't show up. You are. And honestly, I don't care if you do. I don't care if you come. I don't care if you don't come, because we're going to be living like rock stars. Okay? And like I already explained to everybody, because this was another thing the haters were trying to do with me. They were saying, oh, this is his latest scam, is that he wants to collect money. I don't want to collect money from nobody. Everybody pays their own way. That's it. Everybody pays their own way. They come with their own money, and you spend whatever you want to spend. But you know what? You still might wind up, what they say, taking a piggyback ride, because we wind up friggin' ordering all this shit, Dom Perignon, Johnny Walker Blue. Hey, you might wind up getting a little taste of the best. Taste of the best, baby. Sit Lord. Been watching you a long time, Apefather. Ape Island. Lifting contest with Teddy Zane. Lou Wall Street. AMC baby coming to an end. Okay, well, let's talk about all of those things. We'll start with Ape Island. Okay. Ape Island is something that I want to happen. Ape Island is something I believe will happen in the future. In a very, very near future, Ape Island will become a reality. Okay, so let's just start with Ape Island. And Ape Island might have the Ape Mansion on it, or the Ape Mansion might be located in a different part of the country. But I want you to know that Ape Island and Ape Mansion is something that is not a fantasy to me. It is something that is going to become a reality. It's just that originally my plan was I wanted AMC to have the MOAS. That was my plan, and then I was going to do it. Okay, but either AMC has the MOAS or not, I'll finance it. I'll finance it myself. Okay. Now the thing with Teddy Zaid, look, Teddy Zaid. I'll be honest with you. Look, I was breaking the guy's balls. You know what I don't like about people like Teddy Zaid is that they just come across like they're know-it-alls. Okay, he comes across like he's a know-it-all with everything, and it just irritates the shit out of me. And how many of his Hong Kong stocks failed? How many of his China stocks, failed? So I was breaking his balls. Look, obviously Teddy Zaid is a professional weightlifter. I'm not going to be able to bench press Teddy Zaid, but I just do. You know why I do it? It's entertainment. I know you don't understand it. It's supposed to rile him up. It's supposed to get him angry, and that was the point. I wanted him to get angry. It's the same thing. I've also said that Teddy Zaid's use of steroids. I said that his balls are tiny. I call him Raisin Ball Zaid. Raisin Ball Zaid. I even got him so angry that he had to explain all of that. I don't know if you know that. And I also made the same, comment about Sylvester Stallone. I once met Mark Gastineau, okay, the famous Jets football player, and we hung out. Mark Gastineau. Mark Gastineau never had any freaking money on him. I was like, Mark Gastineau used to make 75,000 a game with the Jets. I used to pay for every dinner. Guy was ordering steaks, freaking wine. I was like, Mark, what the f is going on here? I can't pay for all your dinners. He says, I'm going to make it up to you one day. He says, I'm going to make you meet Stallone. That didn't work out. He took me at the time to Planet Hollywood's. I think Stallone was doing the movie Get Carter. He had that friggin' Fu Manchu going on. And he told the waiter, he said, tell Sly Mark Gastineau wants to say hello. And Stallone was literally 6 feet away from me. He was 6 feet. I thought I was going to meet Sylvester Stallone. Never did. The waiter came back. Mr. Stallone is busy. But then I found out why. Stallone hates Mark Gastineau. Stallone hates Mark Gastineau because his former wife, Bridget Nielsen, in the movie Rocky IV, Ivan Drago's wife, the Russian woman, that was Stallone's ex-wife. So Bridget Nielsen left Stallone for Mark Gastineau. He was telling me the whole story. So Mark Gastineau told me, now look, I think it's got to be real because this is coming from Bridget Nielsen. This isn't coming from the Apefather. This is coming from Bridget Nielsen, Stallone's ex-wife. Bridget Nielsen claims that Stallone's whole package down there is very small. She said because of the use of the steroids, he's got tiny effing freaking balls. He's got a tiny schlong. Okay, now this is the thing. I'll say it's alleged, okay, because I want to protect myself legally. I'll say it's alleged, but this did not come from me. This came from Bridget Nielsen. Bridget Nielsen told this to Mark Gastineau. So that's another thing that drove Teddy Zaid crazy. Teddy Zaid went nuts. He made this whole video on he used to date some girl that used to date Stallone. Who saw that video? Remember he's like, I used to date this girl that dated Stallone, and I can assure you his package is freaking respectable. I mean, I drove Teddy Zaid crazy, man. Richie lives on Fantasy Island in his brain. Vera, I live a very, very good life. All right. And I don't know why you can't accept this, brother. I'm in touch with reality. I'm in touch with reality. You want to hear what I feel is reality to me? I'm a great piano player. I'm a terrible singer. Terrible. Terrible. I just do it for entertainment. I'm a great piano player. I have just about, it's worth close to $600,000 my house. I have liquidity. I have money that I can survive very comfortably. I don't have to work a job. I don't have to work for anyone. I have a beautiful family. I have a beautiful wife. I have two beautiful children. I have two beautiful dogs. I have my mother. And that's it. That's what I claim I have. So why is that unrealistic to all of you? Like, I don't claim. Have you ever one time heard me say that I have like a 747 or I have a yacht? A matter of fact, I was at the restaurant, the Chart House. I was at the Chart House and I was filming yachts. And I said, one day I want to have a yacht. And everybody was making fun of me, like, how come you can't afford a yacht, Mr. Big Time Millionaire? I'm not a millionaire. I tell you all the time, I'm not a millionaire in the sense that I have liquid cash. A lot of my money is tied up, okay? But in terms of my net worth, yes, I'm a millionaire one or two times over, but I would have to sell everything to get the cash. But how is this unrealistic? Like everyone keeps saying I live in fantasy. How do I live in fantasy island? Is everything I said not true? Do I not have a $600,000 house? Do I not have a wife? Do I not have kids? Do I not have two dogs? Do I not have my mom living with me? Do I not eat out all the time? Do I not work? I don't work for an employer. I work for myself. How is all of these things fantasy island, Vera? I think Ape Island would have started the Boaz. See, you're just too dumb to understand it, Antonio Miranda. I think that the Ape Island would have started the Boaz because if we would have actually did it, it would have gotten so much news coverage. It would have had so many people talking how all these retail investors went against a corrupt Wall Street. This would have been the story. Went against a corrupt Wall Street and are showing that they're living like kings, living like queens for the women, living like royalty. And by the way, that's what I'm trying to do with these meet and greets. But you're all too stupid to understand it. You're all too dumb. I want to do these meet and greets, not just at Atlantic City, by the way. I don't think you know the big picture. I would like to do it nationwide, possibly worldwide one day. And the whole thing is that the purpose of these meet and greets is I want to show the short sellers. I want to show everybody out there we're living good lives. We're living great. We're drinking Dom Perignon, smoking Cuban cigars, eating porterhouse steaks. I want to show that mother effer Ken Griffin that we're not hurting. We could hold with diamond balls of steel. We're not hurting. But it's like that's another reason why I get very agitated with people like Donahue George and Frankie Muhammad. Because it's like I know they don't mean it, but they make us look weak. They make us look weak. It's like, this market is so effing corrupt and there's no chance retail can win. We can't win. The 1% is too corrupt. It's like, I know I get I feel his frustration because I feel the same frustration too. But when you keep saying the same shit each and every single day, you're kind of making these friggin' hedge funds. You're making these short sellers laugh at us. That's why that time when the Marine, when he had the friggin' protest, that's why friggin' what's his name? That guy, I can't think of his name now. Charles Payne. That's why Charles Payne told the Marine, he said, you got to get organized. You got to get your shit together. You got to get everything together. You look like a chump compared to friggin', Ken Griffin. See, what the A-Father wants to do is I want us all to look great. I want us all to drink Dom Perignon. I want us all to drink Johnny Walker Blue. I want us all eating porterhouse steaks, living life to the fullest. And you don't realize it because you're all a bunch of friggin' babalooks. Okay, not all of you, but there are a few good people like John Dino and stuff. Back to the Future. There's some good people. But the thing is, what you don't understand is this. None of you understand this. Is that we look weak. We look weak when we keep making these videos. The market is corrupt. Everything sucks. Oh my God, I can't survive. I can't hold anymore. Oh my God. You make us look weak. I want us to look strong. I want us to look strong. I want us at Carmine's. I want us drinking us DP, Johnny Walker Blue. So that's why I don't understand why all of you don't come to this meet and greet. Because, first of all, you're paying your own way. Okay, I don't want any of your money. So put to rest that whole grizzly rumor that this is a scam. I don't want anyone's money. You pay your own way. Okay, but let's have a good time. Let's videotape it. Let's friggin' make the world see that the apes are kings and for the ladies, queens. I already said it, WTF. I said that I'm probably going to fund all of this myself anyway. I mean, this guy's only repeating what I just said 2 minutes ago. You don't want to meet me, WTF, because you know what's going to happen when you meet me. See, WTF has high blood pressure. And it is my opinion that his schlong is very tiny. His balls are very tiny. And what I would probably do, you know how we do the how much, how far? I would probably have someone, I would offer someone a sum of money to pull his pants down to reveal to everyone how small and tiny his schlong and his balls are. Because he's a diabetic, I believe. He's got high blood pressure. His schlong doesn't work, and his balls probably, nothing works on this guy. No, I'm just trying to make a point that I would completely embarrass WTF so much that he might leave the country. He might go to the UK with friggin' Moon Monster after I'm done with him. I'm very confident in my junk, brother. My shit hangs like a kabasa, bro. So I'm very confident. I'm very confident in that area. I don't think you're confident. Okay, you're the one who's not confident. I don't embarrass. I'm a funny man. People love me, brother. I'm an entertainer. I don't embarrass myself. People love me. I'm an entertainer. And you know what, WTF? Even in your own way, you love me. You love me. You know how I know? Because you keep watching me all the time. You love me. Bro, you keep using the word broke. All right. Can we have this conversation? I'm going to give you my opinion of different levels of wealth in America. Okay. Can we do it? Okay. Poverty. Okay. Poor. Like what the words he's using: poverty, broke, poor. To me, this is someone who probably is homeless. I'm just going to level. Or, he's in a very, very bad situation in his life. Having a very, very difficult time surviving, doesn't have any money, probably doesn't have a car, doesn't have a place to live. This is poor. Like, this is what you're saying. Okay. Now, the next would be average, right? Like middle class. I consider myself in that level. I don't say to you, I never came across telling you I'm friggin' Donald Trump or I'm Elon Musk or I'm Mark Zuckerberg. I think I'm average. What is an average American? It's someone who has an average home, 500, $600,000 house, someone who's got savings, which I do, and someone who's able to survive comfortably. That's like the middle class. That's the average. That's me. Okay. So I'm not broke. You keep saying I'm poor. How could you say someone who has a $600,000 house, $25,000 of jewelry, a portfolio, cash, gold? How could you say that person is broke? What makes that person broke, you sick lunatic? That is not someone who is broke. I'm sorry to break it to you. Okay, someone who is broke is like Lou. To me, Lou falls into the poverty line. Lou. Let's face the facts, WTF 198. Has Lou ever showed anything of wealth? Nothing. Lou has never showed any of his cars that he claims he had. He said he owned two Teslas. He said he owned a Porsche. He never showed it. He showed that Porsche one time, but he showed the set of keys, and it was a different set of keys that was not compatible with that Porsche. So he was lying. I told Lou, I said, open up the door, drive the Porsche around the block, show us it's really yours. He never did it. Lou never showed his Teslas. Okay. Everybody claims he has a penthouse in Manhattan. He never showed it. All we ever see with Lou is that apparently he's in some sort of a room that has no furniture. This is all we know because there's always an echo. You ever notice that when he talks, there's an echo? He's like, there's like an echo. There's no furniture in his room. He's always got like a white wall that's like a halfway house behind him. Okay. The only food that Lou ever shows, the only thing I've ever seen is a $1 cup of bodega coffee. That's all he ever shows is a $1 cup of bodega coffee. Okay. Lou's medical records apparently is in a box. It's not like the rest of the world that it's online. His medical records are in a basement dungeon. It's in a dungeon, a basement, okay, in a hospital. Okay. That to me, Lou fits the bill of poverty. In my opinion, he fits the bill of poverty. Okay. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I don't fit the bill of poverty. I have a $600,000 house. I have cash. I have gold. I have savings. My children's trust fund is worth over $500,000. You're gonna say we're poor? We're broke? You're nuts. All right, whatever. You see that sign? You see that? I wake up every day to that and I go to sleep to that, baby. Because that sign is what's going to make me a star. It's going to make me a star. Like, see that crown? I'm a king, baby. I'm a king. Dale, listen to me. I will meet you anytime. Anytime, but you're afraid to meet me. I don't know why you're afraid to meet me, Dale. Dale, I will meet you anytime. Let's start with the house. Okay, my house is worth 320,000. I will take you to a realtor. I will take you to a very, very prestigious realtor, someone who has over 20 years of experience in the market. And she will tell you what, in her opinion, based on comparable listings, what my house is worth. My house is worth $550,000 to $600,000. Okay. Now, Dale, here's exactly what I want you to do. I do not want money. When you lose this bet, I want you to get a tattoo. I love the Apefather with a big banana, okay, like showing my schlong on your ass. Now, I know a lot of people will say that's gay. It's not gay. I just want to humiliate Dale. I want to humiliate him. I want you. That's the bet. Okay. So I'll tell you what. And how about this? I'll get a tattoo of you. I love Dale's garage on my ass, or whatever you want. If you want me to put a truck, whatever, I'll put it on my ass. Okay. So that's the bet. Here's the bet, Dale. If we go to a realtor and she says that my house is worth 320,000, you win the bet. You win the bet. That's it. And I get a tattoo. I'll get a tattoo of your face on my asshole. I'll get a tattoo of your face. Okay. But the thing is, if I'm right, you got to get a tattoo of my face on your asshole saying that Apefather is my king. I am his slave. We'll work something out. Sounds fair? Okay, so fine. We'll do the jewelry next. Okay, so that, and then we'll do a, you know what we could do, Dale? We could do a tattoo on each butt cheek. We'll start with the right butt cheek. So when I win the realtor bet, you're gonna put my face on your right butt cheek. Now, if I win the jewelry bet, you're gonna put my mother's face on your left butt cheek. Okay? You're gonna write "She's my queen" or something like that. All right, brother? It's just that it's, you know what it is? I don't lie. Everyone keeps saying I'm a liar, I'm a lie. What do I lie about? I don't lie about nothing. Everything I say is the absolute truth. I have never lied about nothing. Everyone keeps bringing up the gorilla, you know, the blow up gorilla. Okay, I'm going to explain this again to you sick mamalukes. Are you ready? 5 people sent me in $50, whatever it was, super chats or whatever you want to call it. Okay, 5 people. Now, what you don't understand is after you deduct the cost of the T-shirts that I mailed, the postage and the cost of actually making the shirts, I had $100 profit. I went to these 5 people. I said to them, look, I just found out it is too much of a process. I have to get $1 million in insurance. I told them it's too much of a process. They want to review for like 6 months to a year where I'm going to put the gorilla. They didn't want the gorilla to be black. It had to be a different color. It was like such a headache. I said, would you mind if I just, I had the gorilla. I paid for it. I sold it. I got rid of it. But what you're not understanding, the gorilla cost $600. I paid $500 out of the $600. So technically, I bought the gorilla. So it's none of your business if I sell it or not. Like people are like, it's my. How is it your business? I paid for it. Did you pay for it? Okay, so that's that. What else do you claim I lie about? The Harlem bet? Okay, the Harlem bet I lied about. It was never a real bet. It was never. See, in order for something to be a gamble, listen to me. 2 people, 2 sides have to be willing to take what's called a risk and a reward. Okay, none of the haters were willing to take a risk with the Harlem bet. None of them. I asked dynamic synergistics. I said, dynamic synergistics, in the event that I win the bet, Will you go to Harlem? He says, absolutely not. I consider this a racist bet. I want nothing to do with it. I do not participate. No hater agreed to go to Harlem if I won. So, in other words, it was never a bet. It was never a bet. So I just ended it because it was never an actual bet. I mean, why can't you understand that? So what else did I lie about? People say I lied out my wife has cancer. Guys, I have medical records. I can prove it to you. She has stage 4. You think I want my wife to have freaking cancer? I want my wife to be healthy. I would walk in front of a friggin' truck, a Mack truck. I would give up my life. I would do anything for my wife to be healthy. I love my wife with all my heart and my soul. Why would I lie about that? Why would I lie about that? Then Dale says I'm lying about the VCF settlement. I'm lying. Okay. How am I lying about it? Dale, when our lawyers first contacted us, listen to me, they told my wife she was getting what's called a non-economic $250,000 cap. Listen to me. Non-economic. So in other words, the maximum amount that they give non-economic is $250,000. So at the time when I was doing the live stream, that video that you made, that's what I thought my wife was going to get. I thought she was getting $250,000. Then we found out that there's something called an economic loss, where they take into account the money that you're losing in terms of your future earnings, your future income. That is a secondary settlement, you fucking Mama Luke. That is a secondary settlement. So I didn't lie about that either. I didn't lie about, what else did I lie? The person who I bought this house from told me that he spent $75,000 on that pool. That's it. That's the bottom line. He spent $75,000. This is according to the owner, before I purchased this house, the previous owner. $75,000 he spent on that pool. That's what he told me. So now maybe he's the liar, Dale. It's not me. Okay, now as far as the damage that's happening in the liner, the damage that's happening in the heater, I hired a new pool company. I just spent $1,000 yesterday. My heater had a crack in it. So he's fixing it. He's putting the part in for the heater, and I have a brand new pump for the pool. He's putting that in. He's going to close up all of the droopings on the liner, and it looks beautiful. My pool is crystal blue. It's crystal blue. Okay, I got a beautiful hot tub. I mean, Dale, do you have any of these things? Do you have any of the? I would like, Dale, show me your pool. Show me your pool. Show me your hot tub, Dale, that you keep breaking my balls. Okay, but forget, let's even say it's worth what you say, $18,000, which it's not. But let's just say, do you have an $18,000 in-ground swimming pool, Dale? Bro, I'm not a pool friggin' guy. I don't know what I'm doing with all that chemical shit. I don't know how to fix lighters. I don't know how to fix heaters. What do you want from me? I'm not mechanical, bro. I'm not mechanical. Listen, I'm a creative person. I play the piano. I'm creative. There are two types of people in this world. There are, mechanical people. You're mechanical. And there are creative people. I'm creative. I'm a creative person. I have ideas. I have business ideas. It's all part of my creative personality. What's up, Vin Gasoline? You're right. You're right about Dale. Just jealous. Okay, do you have any pool though, Dale? Okay, so you don't have an in-ground pool. Do you have an above-ground pool? Dale, do you have an above-ground pool? I'm waiting on an answer for that. Do you have an above-ground swimming pool? You have an above-ground swimming pool. Okay. Why don't you make a video and show it to us? I'm just curious to see it. It's okay if it's an above ground swimming pool. Is the water crystal blue? Is it nice? So show it to me. Make a video. That's not, listen, that's good. That's good. I want to see you swim in the pool, Dale. So Dale, that's not too shabby. But the only problem, Dale, is all of this is not yours. It's owned by your father. It's owned by your father. I mean, Dale, can you go on the record right now, Dale? Is this your home? Are you the owner of this house? Yes, meaning what? What, yes? You own the house? You own this house, Dale. Dale, listen to me. You know how I know you don't own the house? And I'm going to prove it to you right now. Yes, it's all my dad's. Okay, he's admitting it. 'Cause- Do you know how I know you don't own the house? There is no way that you would drive a $1,000 Mazda, 2010 Mazda. There's no way if you own the house. It's physically impossible. You would say you would have a better car. Okay, I know for a fact you don't own the house. So at the end of the day, Dale, you're living off your. How old are you? 65, Dale. Are you 65 years old? Dale, how old are you? Are you 70? I say Dale is somewhere between 65 and 70 years old. You're still living with your father. What the fuck is wrong with you? What's wrong with you? Go get your own. Now, I know everybody's going to say it's my mother's house, but it's not true. It's not true. Things were done for certain reasons because of my wife's medical condition. You could ask my mother straight out. And my mother, first of all, you have to understand that I control everything. I have power of attorney over my mother. I am the executor of my children's estate. I control everything. You understand? Everything. Okay. So you could all say whatever you want. Oh, it's your mother's house. We already debunked the theory. What was a crypto fan? Crypto fan's theory, and it was also Dale's theory, was that I was living off my wife's Social Security disability. I showed you Dale. She does not receive any Social Security or any Social Security disability. So that was debunked. I'm not going to show you my mother's paycheck. She makes, Dale, look. Just trusted me on this one. She worked for the Board of Education, my mother. She was a bathroom attendant. She made like $15,000 a year. She doesn't make a lot of money in terms of Social Security or pension. She does not make a lot of money. It's like 700, 800 a month. What lie? Tell me. I never lied about anything, Antonio. What's up, Agent Smith? I appreciate your help, brother. God bless. He's been exposing all the alt accounts. Each hater has at least 5 alt accounts. My wife is not on Medicaid. 1 second, William. My wife is on the world. It's a medical benefits through the World Trade Center. It's not Medicaid. It's through the World Trade Center, and then me and my children pay for our own insurance.
William just came up here. He's
All
here.
right, I'm coming down.
He's coming down, William. Okay.
My mother is not on Medicaid. My mother has Medicare. Medicare. She doesn't have Medicaid. So anyway, I mean, all I do, am I not the most transparent friggin' YouTuber on earth? I tell you people everything, everything, and you keep calling me liars, liars, liars. You keep asking me about Medicaid. None of us are on Medicaid. Is Medicaid decent? I don't. How am I supposed to know? It's like asking me, like Richie, how's a Lamborghini? I don't. I don't own a Lamborghini. Oh, you're asking the chat. I'm sorry. You know who you should ask about Medicaid? Lou. Go ask Lou. That's who you should ask about Medicaid. Ask Lou. Again, I'll say it's alleged, but I think Lou has a very, very good understanding of Section 8 housing and Medicaid. Again, I'll say it's alleged. Antonio, this is what happened. When I first started my YouTube channel and I put out my first video, remember the first video I put out? It got over 100,000 views. I think it's got like 110,000 views. I instantly jumped. This was like when I first started my AMC YouTube channel. I instantly jumped up to 10,000 subscribers. Now, what probably happened is a lot of these people never unsubscribed to me, Antonio. In other words, they subscribed to me from the very beginning, and maybe they don't watch me anymore, but they didn't unsubscribe. I am telling you on the record, listen to me, on the record, I don't buy subs. I don't cheat with views. Okay. Now, I can't say the same thing about Lou, but I will tell you on the record, on God, I don't buy subscriptions. I don't buy views. You see my videos. Some of my videos get 10 views, Antonio Miranda. Some of my videos get under 10 views. You think I effing buy views, you sick bastard? You think I buy views? You know, Antonio, you sound like such a psychopath. Because 1 minute, listen to me, you're making fun of me. You want to hear how nuts Antonio Miranda sounds? 1 minute he's making fun of me that I get extremely low views. He's like, hey, Father, you're the next, like I see him, he writes it in the comments. He goes, yeah, you're the next Mr. Beast. 3 views on this video, 4 views on this video. Then it's like he's implying I buy subs. He's implying that I buy views or subs. The guy is a psychopathic, deranged maniac. I am going to do the 20 patty burger. The problem is that you have to understand, Dale. I was wiped out after that 16 patty one. And by the way, when I eat it, I don't know if you notice this. I am doing I am doing everything at my house now. I'm not doing it at Burger King anymore because every single time I do it at Burger King, I get copyright issues. And I ate that 16 friggin' patty burger, and I could only get that one video in it when I started. Everything else was friggin' uneligible because of the music. So I don't know if you saw this the other day. I did a live stream the other day where right on the live stream, Dale, I ate a seven. I don't even think you can eat a seven patty. I ate a seven patty Whopper. Now, this was right on the live stream, so no one can say "Ugats" to me. I ate it. Now, I'll gradually go up. Maybe I'll do a 10 the next time. Then I'll do a 12 the next time. I don't know, because then it takes all the fun away. You know what I mean? It takes, if I go right to the 20, it takes all the fun away. Then there's no more anticipation. So maybe we'll see what happens. Maybe I will do it. Maybe I'll get the 20. Maybe I'll go right to it. I don't know what. It's either going to be, the next one I get is either going to be a 10 patty or it's going to be a 20 patty. That's right, Vin Gasoline. But you actually saw, look, you saw me eat the 5 patty many times. I made many videos on it. You saw me eat the 7 patty. I ate the 7 on the live stream. All you have to do, Dale, all you have to do is look at my last live stream, and I ate the 7 patty on the live stream. So there's no question that I could eat a 7 patty. Now, I know that you all are probably doubting me with the 60 patty. I ate it. But the problem is there were copyright issues because of the music. So that's why, to solve this issue, there is a solution. I am going to take the Whoppers home and I will eat them live. That's what I'm going to do from now on, because this way it takes away the issue of the copyrights. Okay, so you watched it. I can't beat Joey Chestnut. No, Joey Chestnut, listen to me. You want to know what the truth is? I actually think I could probably eat 73 hot dogs, but I can't do it in 10 minutes. I can't do it in 10. See, the thing with these food competitions is there's time limits. There's time limits. There's no way that I can eat 73 hot dogs in 10 minutes. I can't do it. I'm admitting the truth to you. I'm not a speed eater. But if you gave me like 2 hours, 3 hours or something, I'd probably eat 100 hot dogs. I really could. I love Nathan's hot dogs. My wife witnessed me eat 30 hot dogs one time, and it was just like, I bought like 3 packages, of the 24 Nathan's hot dogs, and we were having a party one time, and I kept eating and eating them, and my wife didn't understand where all the hot dogs were going. She's like, Richie, we had like friggin' like 70 hot dogs here. I ate like 30 of them. Okay, so there's no question I can eat a lot of hot dogs, but I can't do it quick. I can't do it in 10 minutes. I'll do it. I'll do all of it. I'll do all of it, Dale. I promise you. I'm going to do all of it. Hot dog eating. I'm going to do the 20 patty Whopper. I'm going to do all of it, brother. I wish you would do it. Dale, can you eat a 20 patty Whopper? Dale, if I offered you, say, $500, okay? I don't know. That's not too much. How about 1,000? If I offered you $1,000, could you eat a 20 patty Whopper, but you have to do it in 1 hour? Now, if you agree to this bet, this is what we do. Meet me at the Burger King. You don't be afraid, Dale. I'm a nice guy. I'm not gonna, I think Dale's a little bit afraid of me. I'm a good person. I'm a nice guy. Meet me at the. I only get mad at you, Dale, when you make it like me and my wife are trying to do fraudulent things. We're not fraudulent people, Dale. We're honest people. And sometimes you give the impression. I know you don't mean it. I know you're doing it for entertainment purposes only. But sometimes you go a little too far. You make it seem like me and my wife are involved in fraudulent things. That's when I get upset at you. Other than that, Dale, I think you're a very funny guy. And my wife loves you. She thinks that you're a funny guy. My children think you're a funny guy. My mother loves you. She thinks you're a funny guy. But sometimes, Dale, you take it a little too far. Dale, there's no guilty conscience. Listen to me. My wife contracted stage 4 breast cancer. It was determined that it was caused from the toxins in the air of working not only on 9/11. I know you make that video that she was like a couple of minutes late walking into Two World Trade Center. But what you're not understanding, she worked for like 2 or 3 years after that. They said the air was okay, they said. And she worked in Wall Street after that for like 2 or 3 years. Dale, there's nothing fraudulent going on, okay? You just stop it, man. Stop it. Look, I know you want to build your YouTube. I want nothing more. You want to laugh, Dale? I want nothing more than for all of us to be successful YouTubers. You want to hear the truth? I would love it if I was a successful YouTuber, and I would also love it if you were a successful YouTuber. I wish all of us could just make our own hours, make millions of dollars like Mr. Beast on YouTube, and we could all be rich. I don't want nothing bad for you. But Dale, stop the bullshit. You know there's nothing fraudulent going on. Stop doing. Can't you just do funny videos in the sense that I'm fat, or make fun of me that I'm bald, or I like the fact that you made fun of the Josephine song. That was very funny. Or the Brooklyn song. Make fun of it. Say it's the worst music you ever heard. Say I suck at singing. I suck at everything. I'm a terrible father. All of this stuff is kind of funny. But Dale, you have to understand. I have $1 million on the line. You can't be. You're making videos that could potentially delay me getting and my wife getting money and my family. You have to understand that's going too far. It's going too far. How would you like it if I did that to you, Dale? Dale, let me ask you a question. How would you like it if you had $1 million coming to you, right? And I started making all these videos accusing you of things. I mean, wouldn't you be a little upset? Dale, that's not right. John Artie, Dale is broken, hurt by your success. Listen, Dale, can I be clear? The money that we're getting from my wife, listen to me, it's going into trust. My wife would never allow me to spend this money. She told me already. She made it, and you could even talk to Jennifer personally. She told me you will not spend one single effing dollar of this money. Nothing. Do you think my wife would allow me to put this money in the stock market or go to Atlantic City or gamble or buy a car? It's not happening. It's not happening. This is potentially costing her life. Okay. I wish nothing but the best for her. So all that's going to happen with this, my life is not going to change at all, brother. And I think we're getting the money very soon. This is all going to look. My kids are going to be very set up. God bless them. My children are going to be very set up. We already have a trust fund my father set up. There's over $500,000. With the $1 million with my wife, you're talking 1.5 million. Now Jennifer's father is a very, very rich man, very rich, multimillionaire. I hope that Jim, her father, lives a very long life. But I believe he has something set up for our children too that could be potentially close to $1 million. So these kids are going to be sitting on close to like, I don't know, 2.5 million. Or well, let's just put it this way. That's not even including my house. My house as of today, which is going to go to my children. I'm actually thinking about taking the house out of my mother's name. Eventually, I'm consulting my attorney, and I'm thinking about putting it in trust for my children. Okay, so the house, because you could actually do that. So I'm thinking about doing that. So putting the house in trust for my children. So between the trust fund that my father set up, Jennifer's father, the VCF, and then the house, and that's not including cash, gold, bonds, these kids are set. They're set. Okay. See, but don't you realize that that's who I am in my life? I don't think none of you realize. I do nothing for myself. The only things I have shitty clothes. Listen to me. I have a very average car. I have a very, very average car. I have shitty clothes. I admit the truth to you. My whole life has been like this. I have shitty clothes. All of my money is for my children. But doesn't that make me a good father? Like everything I do for them. Everything. Ask my wife. I get them every toy, every game. every game system, everything. I set them up, they're doing the taekwondo, the dancing, the camping. We're doing everything. I set them up, the police academy, everything, for Michael and for Sophia. And everything is to make them happy. And I sacrifice myself. I sacrifice things that like, yeah, I could go out and get myself, whatever, ridiculous like Armani suits and Barani suits and this and that. But for what? For what? And what's that going to accomplish? What am I, John Gotti? Like what's that going to accomplish? So I do everything for my kids. Okay. So because that's another thing that Dale makes fun of all the time. He goes, "You're so rich, you're so successful." He goes, "You got the a friggin' crummy shirt. You look like a bum and this and that." But Dale, if you looked at my children's trust fund, and if you looked at all the money that they're gonna have, I think that you would be very impressed, Dale. I think you would be very impressed. Dale, I always take my kids out. I always take my kids out. All right, I always do. I mean, I can't believe that people constantly, guys. You don't see the videos, okay? Where my kids, we just recently went on all the rides at Fantasy Island. This is recently, okay? We went out the other day. You didn't see us all get ice creams. We got ice creams. We went to the park. They had their own pool. They're swimming in their pool. We went to the arcades. We went to the go karts the other day. I took them to the go karts. I took them to the arcades. I take them everywhere. What the fuck is wrong with you people? You make it. You make it say, all I do is, matter of fact, you want to hear something? I treat my kids so good that this kid, William, check this out, who's my son's friend, literally is here now. He's with us every day. The kid's like, I think this kid wants me to adopt him. He's like, the kid's father, unfortunately, works all the time. He never takes the kids out. This kid comes here every day because he has so much fun. He has so much fun. He goes, "You're the greatest." He calls me Apefather. "You're the greatest, Apefather. I can't believe how great you are." So Dale, it's like once again, these are lies you're saying. These are lies that I don't take my children out and they don't have fun. Okay, my clothes are sloppy, but Dale, once again, I'm being honest with you. Everyone has to make a choice in life. Like, let me tell you a quick story. My Aunt Dolores, okay, also had very sloppy clothes. She did. My Aunt Dolores lived a very mediocre life. She worked like three jobs. Like my grandmother Ada, may she rest in peace in heaven. She worked three jobs. My Aunt Dolores killed herself. Never really gave any luxuries, very few vacations. She put her son Peter, my cousin, she paid all of his medical school. He's a doctor. My cousin Peter is a doctor, and my Aunt Dolores paid everything, all the medical school tuition. Okay, and you don't know how much it was. Insane amount of money. Insane. 12 years of schooling. Okay, now listen to me. That's her choice. She could have probably went out and bought herself a friggin' Mercedes. She could have went out and bought herself a Rolex or what. She chose to put her son through medical school. Okay. One of the things that I choose is to set up my children for life. I also have a very big life insurance policy. So there's a lot of things that got going on. Okay. But my biggest thing with me is food. I love food. So that's where you want to hear my sin. You want to hear my sin is food. And I do spend a lot of money on food, that I admit. But see, the way I look at it, it's mutually beneficial because I'm not just spending food on myself, I'm spending food on my family. So my son is eating well, my daughter's eating well, William, if he's with us, he's eating well, my wife's eating well, my dogs are eating well, my mother's eating well. So even in my mind, even though I'm spending a lot of money on food, everyone's eating well. I'm not saying to you that I'm the only one who does these things for my kids, but you make it seem like I'm a bad father, Dale. You understand? The reason why I'm bringing this stuff up to you is because everything you say about me, Dale, is a lie. Everything you say. So I have to correct you. I have to correct you. That's all. You understand? I understand that other people do these things for their children, but you always say these things. You say I'm broke. you call me a liar. I'm a bad father. I don't do nothing with my kids. You feel sorry for my family. So I have to do this to correct you, to show you I am a good father. That's all. He keeps saying this. Okay, Burger King is not eating well. Dale, listen to me. Once again, we have to do a wager. It just never stops with this guy. It never stops. Dale, I have over 20,000 videos uploaded on YouTube. I have over 20,000 videos uploaded. At least, Dale, at least, and I'm not kidding you, 2 to 3,000 of them, at least 2 to 3,000 of those videos are at restaurants where I spent over $200, over $300, over $400, over $500. So I'll tell you what, we could do this wager. Another wager, Dale, where I'll show you all these videos, not Burger King, not fast food. I'll show you Spumoni Gardens. I'll show you Zatto's of Brooklyn. I'll show you all the steakhouses that we go to, Hunter Steakhouse. What else is the Berkeley Cut? Everything, even Outbacks. I know but we spent a lot of money at Outbacks. And once again, I'll win the bet, Dale. Dale, you make it seem like I only eat at Burger King. I love fast food, but Dale, I eat at great restaurants too, brother. Someone's impersonating John Nito. That's not good. Anyway, listen, I got to get going because my kids want to eat. And guess what, Dale? They want to have fun. So I'm going to guess what, Dale? I'm going out to have fun now. Yay. So this live stream, it's not financial advice. I'm not a financial planner. It's for entertainment purposes only. Take care. Brush your hair. See you. Hate to be you. Take care, Johnny. I love you, brother.